We're going back to Lumiere today. I've got my comfort sweater that I dug out of my laundry bin. That's pretty dirty, but I don't care. I'm ready to get emotional today. It's really funny. I haven't even like flown around Lumiere at all, cause I had like this weird fear that is so not based in reality. It's very silly. But I had this weird fear that if I flew even next to Lumiere before I was ready to go back, it would like suck me in like a black hole and force me to finish Act 3 or something if I wasn't ready. So I haven't even looked around at all. Like, that's literally how not ready I was to finish the story. I wouldn't even come close to this area because I didn't want it to accidentally take me. Don't worry, I thought the same thing. I'm glad I'm not alone. Okay. Guess it's time. It's happening. It is. Oh damn, there's a lot of those guys. I fought so many of those Eclipse-looking guys yesterday in Renoir's drafts. Hey, look, they're dancing.
Wait for us here. It's dangerous for you near Papa. We'll have to move fast. I can't maintain them for very long.
Oh shit, it's our army! I kind of forgot that we had gathered all that chroma to make our little army.
Tomorrow comes.
That feels so long ago now. It does feel so long ago, gathering that chroma. It was a while ago. It was like real time. It was like a week ago for me, because we've really been tracking out the end. Dude, look at all of them flying around. I can't believe Renoir spawned so many of these guys. Well, Esquier, I'm gonna miss you, buddy. You stay safe. It's just us, our squad now. Whoa. Whoa! I wasn't expecting the music to do that. Holy crap. Whoa! Our squad is going crazy! Hey, Vika Vika, thank you for the 4 months. Dude, that was badass. Whoa! And the colors are beautiful. Hey, 33! That's us. Thanks, Expedition 33. Spend my last little bit. Should I spend my 84 attribute points real quick? Let's just do very fucking quickly. Like that. It's just on my 2 characters that I don't use in battle. Oh my god, I'm loving the sky changing colors right now.
Nice.
Okay, this feels a lot more hype than I was expecting. I thought the tone was gonna be... I don't know. I thought the tone was gonna be a lot more sad, like a lot more of like a goodbye type thing. But
These expeditioners are glorious wreakers of havoc.
Yeah, they are. God damn. But I guess this is kind of like we're hyping up for the final battle. Also, Sword of Lumiere, that's what... I think that's what Simon said yesterday.
What have we here?
Holy crap! I wonder how many of these fights I'm gonna actually have to do, or if the expeditioners are gonna take care of it for us. Uh-oh. They're not taking care of this one. I guess I have to pull my own weight a little bit. That's okay. I'm ready. I've been training for this.
This will hurt.
I like watching them battle right here. That's so crazy, Maelle was able to
Well, that will help.
bring those people back for us. Holy crap, look how many there are! Can I get over there? No. I see an item. I see 2 items.
Useful.
Perfect.
Okay, Renoir, where are you at? I'm ready. I'm ready to stop him. Guess we gotta kill some of his minions first. Whoa! Who's my favorite character? Well, I think that, like, genuinely, this sounds silly to say, but like the character that made me the most emotional throughout the whole story was Noko. I had a very intense emotional connection to Noko because he reminds me extremely of one of my pets in real life. So Noko I definitely got the most emotional about, but favorite character that, like, favorite, like, human character, I think it's a tie between Maelle and Verso. Or, sorry, not Maelle. I do like Maelle. I like all the characters. Lune and Verso. I think Lune was, like, one of my favorites from the start. I like her personality a lot. I like that she's cool. She's beautiful, cool, calm, collected, and freaking gorgeous. And she's got her head in the game, focused on the mission. But I feel like Verso, we just learned so much about his story and his world that, like, you can't help but connect with him emotionally. I think, at least. I really got emotionally attached to Verso after everything we've seen him go through. Beautiful and gorgeous, yep. Both of them at the same time. Lune does it all. She's got it all.
Useful.
I really liked how, like, complex they made Verso's character. I mean, every character is, of course, but, like, I don't know.
Good stuff.
I like that you could feel both, like, angry with him during some portions and, like, completely 100% understand where he's coming from. You could argue that for, like, every character, but I feel like it's really fleshed out for Verso. Whoa, the music switch up. Dude, we're back on the roofs like where it all started. Whoa. I never really used Verso, just Maelle, Lune, and Minoko. I didn't like Verso's combat style at first, but he also became my favorite combat character. Woo! Whoa. I think we'll probably go that way, but I just want to look around. I love the colors changing out here so much. Wait. Oh. Okay, this is really where it all started. Okay, I'm actually wondering which way I'm supposed to go right now. And which way I can go explore. Because I'm looking this way. I'm like, wait. Kind of looks like maybe we're supposed to go back this way. Well. This is so beautiful. I'm like scanning my eyes trying to see if there's anything to see here. This is really where it all started. This is where it all started.
Useful.
Whoa. Dude, I didn't realize these creatures were made of bodies. What a true full circle moment. I remember staring at all these pictures on the wall. Trying to take them all in when we first started. It's making me a little emotional right now. Being back here. It's so funny remembering just like, well, like 2.5 weeks ago, real life time, maybe 3 weeks. Running on these rooftops and having absolutely no idea what an insanely emotional journey I was about to go through with this game. It was 4 months. Yeah, right. Yay. Our own flag again. Holy crap.
The 32s.
We're gonna fight the 32s? Wow, I really am ridiculously, maybe a little over-leveled here.
What have we here?
You can take off painted power to make it more engaging. That's true. If you don't want to curb stomp everyone. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. I mean, those aren't like boss fights or anything. I feel like Act 3 should level scale with the player to some extent. I'm sure a lot of people do. Oh my god, the music is going off right now. I love it. I'm sure there's a lot of people that do Act 2 immediately. Like, they go back to Lumiere after... immediately after the end of Act 2. Hey, it's a statue of Eskia. It says Sophie. They must have did that while we were gone. I don't remember... Oh no, actually I do remember. I remember the statue being here, but I didn't know it was Eskia at the time. I remember when we played as Sophie briefly, we helped with it, and then they gave us credit, that's why. I love this song so much right now.
Useful.
Shit. I heard about the questionable balance of Act 3, so I did this at level 60. I like literally just couldn't bring myself to come back here too soon. Wow. Yeah, maybe I'll take off Painted Power Pictos just to maybe make it a little more fair. I couldn't bring myself to come back too early because I wasn't ready. Let's take off Painted Power and we'll see how that goes. I don't want to completely redo all my Luminas and whatnot, but I mean, that's a pretty hard cap. Where is it? A 125 chroma. Could also use worse weapons. That's true. We'll see how it goes now. I love that we get to see a statue again. I wanted to come take another look at it. Kind of turned myself around just now. I think this is the way we're going. Pretty sure that item was there from the prologue. That chroma. I guess I didn't see it before. The composer is straight letting that guitar rip. Yeah, and it's awesome. I love it. I want to make sure I look around at everything I can. I don't... Try not to miss things. I think that is the way to go right now.
He's at the tower.
Yes.
Maelle.
At the tower? The Eiffel one, perhaps? Fading boy. Or young boy. Isn't it beautiful here? Her paintings are always astonishing. It is beautiful here. Yet, I wish she would understand. Understand what? Just what it means for me to paint. What do you mean? The boy has gone silent. Damn. I was hoping he'd have more to say if we swapped to Maelle.
Well, that will help.
I want to go up close to the tree. I love this tree. Another flag planted by us. Eiffel Tower, more like awful tower. Has anyone made that joke yet? No, that's a new and easy peasy. That was good. I mean, you have Renoir's there. It is the awful tower, am I right? I actually don't hate Renoir. I feel like I empathize with him a lot. Even though I don't agree with what he's trying to do here. Oh.
Nice.
What he's doing is pretty awful, even if you can empathize with it. Well, in my opinion. I think the cool thing about it is everyone has their own interpretation. I think he's just trying to force his family to like let go of this grief that's ruining their lives in order to like protect them. And I'm looking forward to like hearing him out more. I hope that we get like more explanation from him and like more of his thought process and everything. I don't know. I have very mixed feelings about it because I feel like on one hand, I don't think it's right to like push someone and force them to let go if they're not ready, but also if they're like never ever gonna let go and it's destroying them and, you know, like literally killing them in the context of, I guess, how it seems that the painting works in this game. Doing it to like save his family, I guess it does make sense, but I just wish... I just feel like there's gotta be another way, you know? Cool. Dude, that thing just stomped out our spawned expeditioners like they were nothing.
I'm ready.
The music has swapped to a lot less hype and a lot more, I don't know the word, reflective, maybe? You stop and ponder. Dang, you're still strong as fuck. I could swap to weaker weapons if you think it could help. It's gonna, you know, gonna be really sad not having my purple sword, though. I don't even know what weapon I would use. My level 1 weapon. Stop to that. I don't know. Let's see. I do have my entire build around this weapon. I think you deserve to be strong and powerful by this point. You might be right. We've gone through so much. We've gone through so much suffering. I mean, not just suffering, though. There's been a lot of really happy, awesome moments, too, but... I mean... I've been through a lot of tears, for sure, alongside laughter and joy to get to this point. Maybe we do deserve to be a little strong now. After it all. I took off Painted Power, so... I won't be able to one-shot with 1,000,000 damage like before.
Blades sharp. Prepare for annihilation.
Chroma is flowing.
I just looked at the top left and yeah, my guys get to go a lot of times before the enemy gets to go.
Time to end.
Even with my, if I change my pictos and all that. I'm sorry to that boss for besting him. Hi, Penguin.
What have we here?
I wish I could read the actual newspaper article there. Dude, the sky is so mesmerizing here. I know there's lots of explosions and things like that happening, but it is beautiful. Maybe remove the cheater picto. I could do that. It is literally called cheater. Where is it? Oh, I have it like equipped here. I have it as Illumina for her. I'll equip a very low level one. There you go. That's the extent to which I'll mess with the pictos. I think if I'm still too strong from that.
What have we here?
Well, you know, we earned it.
The Opera House.
The Opera House. This is where Verso said he played his piano concerts, I think. God, he told us that a while ago. Oh? What am I interacting with? Oh. Lumiere has suffered much damage. There's something in the water. Ask SK to bring it to the surface. Oh, it's a journal entry. Oh, I almost didn't see it. I saw it the last second. This is the Journal of Expedition 60, a legendary expedition known for its unorthodox tactics.
William, Expedition 60. They mocked us when we said the human body is the strongest of them all. We trained relentlessly, and now our bodies have achieved the pinnacle of human performance, with which we are able to crush our enemies. We are so much more agile and aerodynamic without the heavy uniforms constraining our glorious muscles. With Leslie's unstoppable training regime,
Wait,
we are impervious.
is this the naked one?
That's how we were able to charge through that ghostly Gamage barrier and reach the Paintress. But it seems we've been wrong about what she is. The Paintress is just as trapped as we. The real terror lies beneath the monolith. The rest of Expedition 60 marched on to confront him, while I was tasked to warn Lumiere. But it seems I might have run out of time. One last swim separates me from Lumiere, but even with my mighty muscles, I don't know if I can outswim the Gamage. So here I write my final message. Bare naked muscles will save the world. And don't waste time on the Paintress. Aim for the bottom of the monolith.
I remember I feel like I found a different journal entry before about the naked expedition, but I can't remember where that would have been. I remember learning about the naked expedition, but nothing actual, like, no actual lore from it previously, just that they are naked. But this is crazy. So they knew, like, years and years ago that we were kind of, like, wasting our time going for the Paintress, but they literally just couldn't get that information back to Lumiere. That's crazy. Also, now I'm really glad that yesterday we went to Run Wars Draft so that this journal entry actually makes sense to me. Because at least I feel like that's what they're talking about, like beneath the monolith. I feel like they're talking about that abyss area where we found Simon, except we were unable to defeat him. Still. Damn. This makes me really wish that we beat Simon so I had more information about him, but I wasn't strong enough. I was not freaking strong enough.
Nice.
They declined swimsuits. Oh, from the Gestural Beach? Is that where I last heard about the naked expedition? That sounds about right. They denied swimsuits. I mean, maybe they were onto something, you know? They did seem like they were very powerful. Whoa. There's Verso, or a piece of him. I just want to see. Yes. There's
Well,
anything up here.
That will help.
Whoa. Is that Gustav and Sophie? That's beautiful. It's a beautiful room. Maybe we should just stop and listen to him for a second. interact with him at all? Can we... Kind of cool if you could interact with the piano and play along with him. Let's get a good view. I want to just listen to him for a second. He's playing piano like a cartoon character. What do you mean? He's just freestyling on the keys, but this beautiful song is playing. Oh. Dude, he's going off. I love it. I wish we could request a song. I have a favorite I'd like him to play. The Floating Cemetery song. That's my #1 favorite in the whole game. I'm in love with that song. Thanks for the beautiful song. Verso. Piece of Verso. Soul. I think. Music disc. I've asked this a few times in the stream, but I mean, I'm always curious if anyone has new answers or different answers. What's everyone's favorite song in the game? If you like can remember the area it's from or like the name of it. Like the #1 favorite song in the game. For me, like I said, Floating Cemetery song is my favorite. Ooh. Song switch up. Yours hasn't played yet? Oh, like in my playthrough? Ooh, well, I'm excited to hear it. It's in one of the endings? I see. Guess we got a lot more songs to look forward to. Renoir's theme is the best for me. We lost Lumiere, the music disc yet. That's your favorite? The music disc I just got? That's cool. I don't have it. For my favorite song, I don't have the music disc, unfortunately. If it's in the game, I haven't found it, but it is just from the Floating Cemetery. Oh, is this just gonna take... Okay. I was just trying to see if it takes back down.
Nevrons from the Axon Islands. What are they doing here?
Like Axons, they're Papa's creations, not Claire's.
Right there. I'll face those guys in a second. Just really gotta take it all in. We Lost is a song from Simon. It's got that oh shit, I'm about to get fucked up, aren't I feeling? That's a good way to describe it. Is it the song that plays like as you're fighting Simon? I did like his song a lot yesterday, but I didn't get to listen to it that long because he was destroying me horribly very quickly. Yeah, I found Simon at the end of yesterday's stream, but I wasn't able to defeat him. I only tried, I think, twice, but I was not feeling any sort of confidence. I think that's a fight I need to try after finish the main story. took you 5 hours on expert to defeat Simon? I mean, I'm not on expert difficulty, so I don't have I don't have that as an excuse for why it was so hard. I only tried twice. I didn't really, we didn't keep trying or anything, but just I could feel in my bones yesterday it wasn't gonna happen. But God, I can't wait to go back and fight him. What's that over there? Statue? One shot that little guy. Oh boy. I suppose not having painted power on, but then being able to shoot like 10 times in a row kind of offsets not having painted power on.
Well, that will help.
Do I remember Minoko's theme? It goes so hard. I remember Minoko's theme. It's a good theme. It's not like my #1 favorite, but it is good. Hold on. Let's backtrack a little bit. Look around the other direction. It sucks to see Lumiere destroyed like this. I'm like very reliant in my head to like cope with all the destruction and everything right now. In my head, I'm really like, I'm banking hard on the ability to paint things, and I just keep thinking like, haha, but they're gonna fix it, right? They're gonna repaint it, right guys? I'm really, I'm basing all my, that's like, it's like the thin little seatbelt holding together all my tears right now, just that cope of like, haha, but they're gonna fix it, right? I'm really banking on that one singular thought in my head.
A storm is coming. Interesting.
And my old dog was really taken to a farm and lived happily ever after, right? Yeah, buddy, that's exactly. You're so right. He is there. He's so happy. And everything's always happy, and nothing bad ever happens. That's so true. This game has really like taught me a lot about myself and my personality, like things that I wasn't even super like acutely aware of, I guess. I was not aware of how much like how heavily my brain leans into denial when something like sad or tragic happens. I feel like I learned that, like it was made extremely clear to me after Gustav died. When Gustav died, I was certain that he was gonna come back. Like even I was crying because I was sad that it was happening, but in the back of my head I was like, yeah, but he's gonna come back. Like they wouldn't just do that. And I kept telling that to myself for like 2 days. Maybe even a little bit longer. It took me like a few days of playing to eventually be like, oh shit, no, they actually strip took him. It's gone. It was extremely... Oh.
Maelle.
Let's go.
Hell yeah, Maelle. It was very eye-opening for me. It's the first stage of grief for a reason. It is, but I get quite stuck in that stage. I feel like I've learned. I think I sit in the denial stage for a long time. Just really interesting. It was interesting to have that become so... Oh, I talked to him. Grab this item first.
Wow.
It was interesting how
Hello.
clearly illustrated that was for me in those moments. Are you having that feeling when you know the game's about to end but you don't want to? Oh yeah, I've been having that feeling since the end of Act 2. I so don't want it to be over. I could cry just thinking about not experiencing this world anymore. Maybe I should continue. Maybe I should continue. Continue what? Forever, boy has gone silent. Damn. I should have said maybe you should. Can I break this? Oh.
Nice.
New DLC with 10 alternative endings coming soon, surely. I'd be pretty ecstatic with a DLC. Although I wouldn't want to change anything, I would just want the world and story expanded upon. I mean, I guess, I don't know how it's gonna end. Maybe I will want it changed. I don't think so, though. This game's teaching me about acceptance. I'm trying to really lean into that sometimes. Whoa. This is your favorite game, right? It's definitely landed in my top 3 favorite games of all time. I don't know at which number, because I mean, we haven't finished it yet, so I still don't have the full picture. Is that a gestural? Just see if there's anything over here. Dude, how'd that little buddy make it all the way here? I feel like I say that every single time I see a gestural anywhere. After all the mess that's happening, I was the only one curious enough to make the journey here. But this place is sad. Yeah. It's kind of got a point. I guess we'll fight him to see what else he's got for us.
Let's carve a path.
I'm surprised I didn't kill him.
End of the line.
There we go. Thanks for the distraction. Now let me sell you the real goods. 25% increased damage on full health. I'll buy that. I won't use it right now, but I'll buy it. Good luck out there. Thanks, my buddy. Took 15 years for a game to become my new favorite of all time. Really? Wow, what was your previous favorite game, you know, like 15 years ago? Nintendogs? I mean, great choice. Beautiful game. I love Nintendogs.
Papa is somewhere past the gardens.
Man. I so don't feel ready to face Renoir. We're not even there yet. I can feel like my emotions are welling up and nothing is even happening yet. I mean, something is happening. I know that we're getting close. Final Fantasy XII was your previous favorite? Oh. With how many times people have compared this game to Final Fantasy, I think the main comparisons throughout my playthrough from people in the chat have been Final Fantasy, Legend of Dragoon, and like a little bit of Persona. And it's definitely made me like feel curious about those games. I did not feel curious really about Final Fantasy previously. I love the little piano in the background right now. The really like high-pitched piano keys. I love that. Ooh. This feels like a throne right here. What the heck?
Good stuff.
This game compares more to Chrono Trigger or Golden Sun to me. Are these comparisons based on like story and themes, or more so like combat and how it plays? I'd really love to play another game that explores like grief and like family dynamics and stuff. I haven't really played games that have touched on those themes very much before. It's probably a big reason why it hits so hard for me. I've just never experienced a story like this before. I thought I saw the glow of an item. Whoa.
I can't sustain the expeditioners much longer.
Ned, we need to defeat them fast.
We could do it. Oops. Oh wow, these gardens, these gardens are big. Definitely gonna look around a little bit before we head to the tower. These gardens are beautiful, even with everything breaking around us.
Great.
Hold on, Maelle till Flan loots everything. I see something. Yep, Maelle, just hold on. I see a little glow in the distance.
Useful.
We're getting a lot of recoats right now. The game's like, whoa. The game's like, your talent points probably suck. The game's trying to tell you something, your build sucks. Yeah. How does it know? Did I finish Simon or Renoir's drafts? I explored all that I could access. I found Simon, and then he destroyed me more than any fight in this game has ever destroyed me. He broke and shattered my spirit quite horrendously.
Well, that will help.
I decided we're gonna go back and try and fight Simon after we finish the main story. Well, hopefully I'll be a little bit stronger. Whoa! Damn, you went right into position. Let's see a few more things. What's that over there? I wanted to look around properly because we found that one random journal entry in the water next to the opera house, so now I'm like, well, there might be another journal entry. So I feel like I gotta make sure to look. Dude, the fully cut out music is kind of really eerie right now. It's making me quite nervous.
Let's carve a path.
You know what's another area in the game
Let's carve a path.
that the music fully cuts out? The Sinister Cave. And that, you know, Sinister's in the name of it. That's scary. So when the sound cuts out, I get scared. Oh, I may or may not still be fighting Simon 3 weeks after beating the game. Dude, that might... Based on how my fight with him went yesterday, I feel like that's gonna be me.
Let's carve a path.
There you go. Halumina. Okay. No more dragging it out. I'm ready.
Your father's been extra inspired.
A most enticing challenge.
Creation. We have already fought... I think we fought a couple of these in Renoir's drafts.
Let's spill some ink.
Do I have a gun build?
A storm is coming.
I definitely have quite a few like free shot and then marking like luminas and stuff, but my build right now is kind of not. It's like a shattered build because I took off a lot of pictos and things because we were a little bit too strong.
End of the line.
I'm gonna let him.
Brace yourselves.
Oh, void orbs. The creation in Renoir's drafts did not do. Ow! Didn't do that. Yo, an enemy got to use a move. Yep, it's a very cool move. I like his orbs. Although I don't think he's gonna get to use them. I feel kind of bad about that. Sorry, creature. I can feel my emotions like welling up again every time we start taking steps towards the tower. I can feel my eyes kind of getting that like teary feeling, so I really just don't want it to be over.
Papa's over there. And the chroma we need to bring back Lumia.
Even I can sense him. We'd better make sure we're ready.
He's here, doing what needs to be done. What I can't do anymore. What can't you do anymore? Yes, unless... No, maybe I should never stop, but... The boy's gone silent. So cryptic. Crooked Tower walkway. I don't know who to be as we walk up. I know it doesn't like change anything, but just symbolically. I don't know if it feels right to play as Verso or Maelle right now. I kind of feel like it feels, even though like Maelle feels like it's all centered, it's all up to her right now, it feels like, but I mean, it's so, everything's so centered around Verso and is, I guess like the hole he left in the family. It kind of feels right to play as him to me. Let's see him.
Papa?
Alicia.
Please. I just want you to understand what this canvas means to me.
I do understand. I know how powerful and intoxicating it is. How deeply attached we can become to the worlds we pour our hearts and souls into. I was enthralled, and it nearly killed me.
It doesn't mean you have to erase Verso's canvas.
Child, do you think I want to? After all the sorrows we've endured, do you really think that I want to destroy this last piece of his soul?
Then don't. Don't.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices. We do what we must.
Grief often blinds us, and we make choices we can never take back.
You grieve for two.
I grieve for many.
The choices of parents leave indelible marks upon their children. But ultimately, the voices in their head have to be their own. You cannot set the boundaries of their life for them.
After the fire, you wanted me to find new joy in life. And I tried. But I couldn't. I couldn't. Verso died because of me. How do I get from that to joy?
Child, it will get better, I promise you. But this is not the way. Your friends speak truth. And it changes nothing. You can hate me. But that's a choice I must make. As your father, I must look out for you. Especially when you can't look out for yourself.
You treat me as if I'm still 5!
I treat you as if the shadow from the worst day of our lives is going to suffocate you and take you from us too! Enough. I said enough.
I really wish Verso got a chance to speak a little bit in that moment. I'm hoping he still will. Dude, that was so sad. That's so fucking tough, dude. I feel like it's so easy to understand where Renoir's coming from, of course, but when what was the line he just said about how it's like hard to get or let go of the like world you're invested in? I was like, literally me right now, like the game. I'm so invested. I can't let go. I don't feel ready. That's why I dragged out the ending for so long. feel so torn because I'm like, I mean, Maelle is a kid still. Like, well, Maelle, Alicia. She's obviously been through so much that she's
Cut him down.
like quite mature, but she's been through so much. I feel like it's easy to forget she's just a kid sometimes, but like I mean, I'm still in Maelle's, so I don't think this world should be erased. I mean, the people in it are like living and stuff. In my opinion, I think they're just as alive as people outside of it. But like from Renoir's perspective, if he thinks that she's gonna get lost in this place to the point where it would kill her, like as a father, as a parent, I mean, I'm like so torn because I'm like, I totally understand why he would intervene. But I feel like there's gotta be another way that's straight up erasing this world and essentially killing all the living beings in it. Is he gonna get to use a move? Yeah, we could let him use a move. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be so overpowered. I took painted power off.
We must accept things as they are, not how we want them to be.
Serene.
Watch out, Maelle.
What would Verso have wanted? Truly.
Time to hit big.
It's so frustrating that we have like even though we have a version of Verso here, we don't even know how closely accurate that is to real Verso. I feel like that we literally can't even ask him. In my opinion, everyone should wait for Flutton to see the ending to have this discussion about Verso's motivation, or sorry, Renoir's motivations. Yeah, I could just try to not read the chat during that to avoid spoilers. And Rod, thank you for the 55 months. I do want to see more of Renoir's attacks, so I'm gonna try to not kill him just yet. Although, I want to hear more of his like combat dialogue, but I have a lot of attacks right now. I could just keep healing to use up my turns.
Don't leave us.
Oh, you're right, you can't skip turns. Holy shit, I did not notice that.
Careful, Maelle.
Whoa, wait, he kinda strong.
Careful now.
When did you become so stubborn?
I'm just skipping my turns because I want to hear him out. Oh, he actually really hurt me. I should probably heal up a little bit.
Let's keep going.
Ready to parry. Let's dance.
The hauler. Oh!
Thanks.
That was pretty cool.
Maximum damage.
He actually might kill me.
Don't leave us.
Let
I
us
just want to
stay.
hear if he has a little bit more to say during the fight.
Everybody, let's go.
Let's carve a path.
I'm gonna skip my turns, let him attack again to hear
Let's dance.
if he's got more to say.
Incoming.
What would Verso have wanted? Truly.
Mask guy. I think we're ready to end this.
Ready to evade.
Serene rescues Renoir.
Stop this
Oh.
insanity. It's time to go home.
I do love a challenge, but this is beginning to irk me.
Fuck. He keeps regenerating.
Maybe we focus on the axons first.
She can't.
Mama.
You're going to kill yourself. It's too soon for you to return to any canvas.
Whoa. That's really cool. Sandra canvas.
This selfish Aline.
Is he leaving? Okay, well now that I saw Aline come back, I feel like it kind of, I don't know, dude, it kind of like snapped me. I don't know how to explain it. It gave me a very quick like change of heart almost. Not that I still don't want the canvas to be erased, but literally like looking at Verso's facial expressions during that moment, and like, you know, Renoir during the fight saying what would Verso like actually want. He definitely wouldn't want his whole family to be destroying themselves over grieving, and that gave me such like whiplash. Just like that one, like literally just Verso's facial expression in that moment gave me just the most insane whiplash of like, wait, fuck, dude. Fuck. There's so many. It like gives me like a really weird emotional
Let's have some fun.
bundled up feeling in my chest because there's so many different angles to consider, and I don't think either is right or wrong, like fully. It's obviously very gray and blurry. Oh. God, the facial, like, expressions and animations are so good that literally just his face gave me that Just the most insane whiplash. That's crazy.
Everybody, let's go.
Because obviously he wouldn't want his parents to like literally kill themselves holding on to his memory. That's so tough.
Let's have some fun.
I'm like really trying to hold back tears about it all right now. Also, I do want to see some more of his attacks before
Let the ink flow.
it finishes.
Ready to evade.
Well, I might die here.
Ali, look at Alicia. She can't be here. Ali, it's supposed to be you and me. Not you against me.
Go home, Renoir. Go paint something else.
Dude, that's so sad. He still loves her so much.
I'm the only one who sees this.
Jesus Christ.
This will hurt.
Well, I still want to see more of his attacks.
Cut him down.
I'm gonna wait one more round of turns before I end the fight.
Good. Lune, watch out! Not giving up.
I don't know if he's gonna say much more during his turns.
Let the ink flow.
Put aside the canvas. It's killing you both.
Not this time!
Holy shit! That was really cool, but I'm holding back tears, so I can't I can't fully feel how cool that was.
Ironic.
Getting a tissue ready just in case.
Your mother was the one who saved me when I lost myself in a canvas. She taught me how to safely use our gift. How to soar without flying too close to the sun. We painted hundreds of canvas worlds, pushing the very boundaries of creation. And she never let me forget that every day we spent here has a price. Yet, here we are now.
So trust her. If she's doing this, then...
I trust what what she taught me. This is not a game. You think you know what's at stake, but you don't.
I know precisely what's at stake. You want control. You want to feel like you're doing something. You couldn't save Verso, so you want to save us. Except you're not. Destroying the canvas won't help us move on. It'll just deny us the one place that helped us feel again.
67 years. 67 years I spent trapped within the monolith. But I persisted. I persisted. Do you know why? Do you know why I cannot leave her or you behind? This is what I see every day. I cannot spend another day with living corpses. Since the fire, our family has crumbled. Aline in the canvas. Clair fighting a solitary war. You, a living ghost. Verso's death broke us. Want it to be fixed. I need it to be fixed. I cannot lose you too.
Don't you see? That's how I feel about them. I can't lose them either. I've lost too much. Papa, see? I've lost so much.
We both lost so much.
Papa, I don't want to lose you either. I'm not leaving you forever. Just a little longer.
I want to trust you, but
You can.
keep the light on for you. I hope you find peace. Hold on to each other.
Verso!
I'm sorry.
I feel so torn right now on which side I like, which perspective I agree with most, because I feel like both make so much sense, obviously. I don't know if I'm ready to make him stop painting. I feel like it's what he, like, Verso would actually want. I hope this doesn't erase everything.
Hi. You're tired of painting, aren't you? I'm tired too.
That's... You shouldn't be able to be here.
Mamon's gift.
Why did you run in? It's dangerous for you here.
See things as they are. Not how you want them to be.
What?
You lied to your father.
No.
He saw it too. But he wanted to believe. You're going to die here. Why don't you just leave? You can always come back.
The moment I leave, Papa will erase this canvas.
This is not worth your life.
What life? My life of loneliness in a shell of a body, with no voice and no future.
You're Maelle. No matter where you are, you don't need this canvas.
But everything I want is here. Here I have a chance to live, Verso, to live. Out there I merely exist.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices.
Stop quoting Papa!
It's time to stop painting.
Verso! Papa also said, hold on to each other.
Old friend, you've traveled miles, spinning in circles. Your blind eyes under the eye, stripping
I'm sorry.
out colors. But it's time to say goodbye until next life.
Decide the fate of the canvas. That's such a hard one. I feel like watching Verso watch his family literally fall apart, like in front of him right there. I feel like if I was Verso and I saw everyone literally killing themselves over trying to hold on to my memory, I would I would want to erase myself from it, but if... I don't think it's fair to erase, like, the life that's within the canvas, too. And that's, like, where I'm torn. I feel like if it meant that just Verso was being erased, that, like, you know, that would be a way easier choice, but, like, my personal belief is that the life within the canvas is real. I remember, like, when we first found out the twist was that, it's so hard to talk right now without crying. I remember when we first found out that the whole twist was that, you know, like, the world is a painting and everything. I kind of, like, I equated it to as if, like, our world was... Like, if we found out that our like, real-life world was a little snippet of reality and there's so much more outside of it, that wouldn't mean that our world and the life and everything isn't, like, real. So I kind of feel like, I feel like my heart is kind of, like, leaning towards saving the people in the painted world, like, in the canvas, because I think that the lives of so many people aren't, I don't know, it feels, like, cruel to say, but, like, I don't know, it's such a hard choice. The life of, like, so many people kind of, to me, outweighs the life of that family, but then, you know, they're the ones who created that world, which, it's all so convoluted, there's no easy choice. I feel like I'm definitely leaning towards Maelle right now. That's why my cursor's hovering over hers. No matter the choice, you're doing right by some, wrong by some. That's true. I feel like I kind of feel like I have to fight as Maelle. I think it's not fair to the people whose lives are caught in the middle, like Lune and CL and everyone, and Noko. I'm fighting as Maelle. I agree with both sides, but I feel like I'm definitely leaning towards her just a little bit more. That's my choice. I don't know if I'm gonna feel fully great about it, but... I have so many turns. I also can't heal myself. I want to see what his moves are like before.
Verso, stop! You can't just decide this for everyone!
We're all hypocrites, doing the same thing to each other.
I want to hear him out more. He is right. That we're trying to make the choice for each other. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I might actually die. I used all my healing tints, but I didn't realize I could, skip turns. I want to have his turn go again to see if he says any more.
What about Lune and Ciel and Monoko? What about Eskie?
And Noko.
Ciel was right. Grief blinds us. All you see are walls.
God, I really wish I had anything to heal me right now. I want to hear him out more. I literally might die here. Oh my god! Wait, okay. I forgot I had the revive thing. Okay. God, this is such a hard... I don't feel 100% good about my choice, like in my heart, like physically in my chest right now. I feel fucked up.
There are things we could never outrun.
I'm so tired, Verso. Please, can we just go home and talk about this?
I want to hear him more. Oh my god. Okay. I don't think he's saying anymore now. I think no matter which choice I chose, I don't think I would have felt 100% good about either of them no matter what. I'm literally only leaning towards Maelle. It's just by like a few percent more towards her.
Thank you. Stop him from painting.
Don't say that. Please, don't say that.
Please, listen to me. Only you can do this. You can do this, please. Unpaint me. Unpaint me.
Verso.
Please. I don't want this life.
Stop saying that.
I don't want this life. I don't want this life.
I just wanted to live this lifetime together. This lifetime that was stolen from us. Please. Bro. Please.
I don't want this life. Help me.
If you could grow old, would you find a reason to smile?
I can't stop crying. I'm going through so many tissues. Gustav.
Clair obscur, guardé aux peintures. Clair obscur, guardé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle.
I feel like I've thoughts, but I can't say anything without crying.
Je t'aimerai toujours, je rêverai encore. Pleurer encore, aimer, oublier et rêver.
Well, now I really want to see the other ending. I feel like I just can't. If I talk, I cry. I don't really understand like the nature of the painting, but I don't understand why. Verso has to be like essentially like trapped in there and forced to live when he doesn't want to. Just to keep everyone else alive. Like, I understand his canvas, but like, why can't there be an in-between? Like an in-between where he doesn't have to be forced there to a life he doesn't want, and then everyone else gets to live too. And then obviously Maelle couldn't keep herself from leaving the canvas, which is really hard too. But then it's still like, that felt like a not good ending because of what happened to Verso and Maelle. But I feel like all the other life there is all the other lives that do get to keep going is kind of like the silver lining, right? I have so many more thoughts, but I can't speak without sobbing. I do want to see the other ending. I think he made the right choice. I think I mean, I didn't see the other ending, so I don't know what else it would have been like. I need to see it, but I feel like you could argue the good kind of outweighs the bad because so much more life gets to keep going. Like Ciel got to, you know, have her kid, she got her husband back. Gustav came back with Sophie. They got to be happy. All those people. I feel like that. It's a fucked up choice. Having to like choose the suffering or complete erasure of many versus like the happiness of some. I gotta see the other ending. I wonder if I try and like reload. I don't know if it's gonna let me skip this part right here. I wonder if it's gonna let me reload and see the other ending too. You can load a previous save, make the other choice if you want to see. You can reload to the choice. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that because I want to see. Do you guys think I should skip it here or let the credits roll and then do the other ending? I'll see what you guys think. It's just credits, you're good to skip it? Okay. Oh, so where is it gonna take us to? Wait. Oh, okay. I see. Sheesh, 62 hours, no wonder you're so buff. Wait, you have to go a few saves back? Wait, really? Oh shit, you're right, Redwire's not here. Oh. How do you do that? I've never reloaded before. There's a load previous save option. Oh, my bad. Pause with escape or something? Oh, I see. Oh, load previous saves. I don't know which one it's gonna be. Middle? The third one? Oh, fuck. Okay. I've literally never reloaded one of the saves here. Okay. Probably this one, right? Because it's 20 minutes behind. Or this one that's 5 minutes behind. Oh, fuck. Okay, this one. Asked and instantly sent it with no answer. My bad. Is this the right one? I don't think I see Renoir over there. Okay, other one. This one, surely. Oh. Oh! It lets you go all the way back here. I thought it was gonna load from before Renoir. So now I'm curious if it lets me no, it doesn't. If it lets me go back. Dude, during the I can't speak or I'll cry again. I couldn't take my eyes off of like the young version of Verso's soul just painting away. every time he was in the background of this scene with Maelle and Verso. I feel like I still chose, I don't know. I don't know which ending's gonna feel right. I'm so curious what this one's gonna look like. Get the tissues ready. Lots of tears with this one too. Oh man. You can skip here to the choice if you want. I kind of feel like I want to see it again just to really feel the weight of it.
Of painting, aren't you? I'm tired too.
You shouldn't be able to be here.
Maman's gift.
Why did you run in? It's dangerous for you here.
See things as they are, not how you want them to be.
What?
You lied to your father.
No.
He saw it too. But he wanted to believe. You're going to die here. Why don't you just leave? You can always come back.
The moment I leave, Papa will erase this canvas.
This is not worth your life.
What life? My life of loneliness in a shell of a body, with no voice and no future.
You're Maelle. No matter where you are, you don't need this canvas.
But everything I want is here. Here I have a chance to live, Verso, to live. Out there I merely exist.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices.
Stop quoting Papa!
I have to like mouth breathe now because my nose is so stuffed up from crying.
Verso! Papa also said, hold on to each other.
Old friend, you've traveled miles, spinning in circles. Your blind eyes on the dial, stripping
I'm sorry.
out colors. But it's time to say goodbye until next life.
Well, I guess we're gonna fight as Verso this time to see. I'm really curious what Maelle's gonna say during the fight. Skipping my turns to see.
Verso, stop! You can't just decide this for everyone!
We're all hypocrites.
Oh, is it
Doing
the same things?
thing to each other.
I guess that makes sense. I do just want to hear it again. What a... Okay. I just want to hear her talk one more time.
What about Lune and Ciel and Minoko? What about Eskie?
Ciel was right. Grief blinds us. All you see are walls.
Wow, you chose Maelle first. I did. I still... I don't know if I made the right choice initially. I'm leaning towards I feel like I did, but I guess we'll find out now for real.
Don't do this. Don't leave me again.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, huh? You've got this incredible power to paint. You'll never have to suffer a life you don't want. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. I will miss you guys.
This one's so much more sad.
It's okay. It's over. Verso.
trying so hard not to sob.
Miroir du temps, nos histoires s'alignent. Dans le creux de nos mains, deux mondes se dessinent. L'un peint de rêve, où le chagrin s'efface. L'autre nu et réel, où notre deuil prend place.
Ooh, the little escape plushie.
Au lendemain non écrit, sous les étoiles, où tout commence, rien ne finit. Dans le dessin, toile vierge, horizon lointain, peignons ensemble les couleurs de demain, au clair obscur. Œuvres infinies, chaque pas trace la route d'une vie. Au lendemain non écrit, sous les étoiles, où tout commence, rien ne finit. Dans l'étreinte du destin, les liens restent éternels dans le dessin.
This broke me too. Why'd they have to do wave cut, damn it? That's literally how I'm feeling. Wow, there really is no good ending. Well, there's no like true good ending. There's good to both. I feel like it really is just like deciding whether you want to choose like a happy ending for the family or for, you know, all the people in the canvas. Don't skip credits this time. Okay. The Verso dies ending feels better for you. I'm I'm very torn. I guess I'm trying to decide like what feels more fucked up, I guess, is, you know, essentially killing an entire world, or forcing one person to keep living when they just truly don't want to, and like keeping them alive just to, not on purpose, but you are keeping them alive to like torture them, not like, I'm sure you know what I mean, like just existing at that point is torture if you don't want to and you're kind of forced to. So it's hard to decide what's more fucked up. I think keeping someone alive against their will for a lifetime is pretty fucked up. You're not really killing an entire world, they're already dead by the time you make a decision. I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, I guess, like, I see what you mean because they were gommaged already, but, like, I mean, that in itself is fucked up. Like, they should have the chance to live. I guess you could argue they got the chance to live for a few years before that. I don't know which one I lean towards. It's hard. I'm of the belief that, like, the life inside the canvas is, I think it's real. Like, I think yesterday we had, like, some dialogue about Clair, about how, like, she didn't think that the souls inside the canvas were, like, true soul, like, true, like with true life, I guess. But I disagree with that. I think they are very much alive. It's real, but it's fucked up either way because the painters are dying. I think that, I mean, I don't see Maelle losing herself in the canvas as fucked up because that is her choice, even if it's not a great choice for her. I don't know, that's also layered because she didn't seem to have a great life outside of the canvas anymore. That's her choice, but keeping Verso alive against his will to torture him just to keep everyone else alive is awful. I want to learn the canvas time mechanics so bad. How much real world time was Maelle in there? I think enough to kill her. Like at the end of her ending, you mean? I feel like it was enough to kill her because that's what her face like fracturing, I think is what that meant, is that she stayed in there till she died in the real world. Damn, that was sad. That's such a horrible, hard choice. I really don't know which one I think is the right one. Am I Rudolph? Yeah, my nose is so red. I've been trying to keep the snot from just dripping out. That was a really amazing game. I'm gonna have to sit with both of those endings for quite a while and really weigh them out in my mind, because I don't know. I I did feel like the happiness in the one in Maelle's ending did feel hollow. But I also couldn't help but feel so fucked up for writing or erasing the world in Verso's ending. For me, the face is more like that Verso saw her as a second paintress and not as Maelle Alicia anymore. And the moment she revived Gustav, she stopped being a person in the world, became a god. That's an interesting way to interpret that. I didn't think of that, but that could be it too. I definitely took it as her losing herself in the canvas. But you're right, that could be a different perspective for sure. That's a different way to look at it. I think they show Verso's as the true ending with the wave. Every painter, red flowers, white flower, and gold flowers, mix as they flow away, finding peace. Maelle's ending is no different to what Aline's ending or Renoir's ending would have been. I agree with that. I do feel like Verso's felt the most like final, I guess, but I was literally saying earlier today that I have a hard time letting go, so it still just feels like, I don't know, it's hard to find peace with it because I feel like I can't let go to all the lives within it, within the canvas. I had to step away, which ending was better. Oh, that's a cool screen. I think there's good and bad to both. It's such a hard choice. I don't know. That end screen's fun to pick apart. Oh, I wish I screenshotted it. I mean, I guess I'm sure I could find it online. Verso ends a cycle but doesn't make the painted people's lives ending any more sad. That's true. You miss little Noko running about. Did I? Fuck. Maybe it's good I missed that. I think that would have been what tipped me over to crying so hard I'd have to just end the stream. Maybe that's good that I didn't see that. Damn, I missed the ending. Will you put it on YouTube? I will definitely put it on YouTube. I feel like I have to sit with that ending still. I feel like I have so much more to say, but I'm still digesting it. With Maelle's ending, wouldn't Maelle and Aline both be happy in the canvas? That's why I chose it, even if it's a hollow happiness. I mean, there's arguments for both endings. For me, I lean more towards not even thinking about Maelle and Aline, but more so just all the lives within the canvas. That's why I wanted to choose hers initially. Sophie in the prologue said spoilers about the paintress. I don't know if the word for that is spoiler. I feel like that's more of like a foreshadowing type thing, isn't it? Not necessarily like a spoiler. They're dying though in Maelle's ending. Yeah, but at least they get a chance to live before that. I don't know. It's hard. It's a really hard moral dilemma. In my head, I was thinking, you know, mending their family or everyone in the canvas gets to live and have their lives It's tough. The relationship between Maelle and her paintings has to be weird. It'd be like knowing that God walks the earth with you. That's true. I wonder if she, like, when I imagine it like, no, I guess, I was gonna say, I would imagine it like she would probably try and keep it a secret, but how could you keep that a secret when you literally bring everyone back? What a game. That was the most beautiful game I've ever played in my life. I literally want to just replay it immediately. Uh-oh, what just happened? What the heck? I don't know what just opened on my computer. Some weird Xbox thing. And I don't know how to... Okay. There we go. Wouldn't let me close it. There you go. Good luck with finding next game after that. During my whole playthrough, I kept thinking that this game is gonna leave an empty hole inside of me, literally a void that I'm not gonna be able to fill for a long time. Dude, my nose is so red. Who painted Lune? Did they hint there was actually Verso that did that? Lune? I mean, I think all the people, like, in the canvas at this point in time were literally, like, no one painted them by hand. She's literally born. Like, that's why, like, life inside the painting is life. Like, it's akin to our world, our life. They're all people that live lives and have children, like, live their own life without intervention from someone painting them. Like, they are alive the same way, you know, in the context of the story. They're alive the same way that we're alive in real life. So no one, I don't think anyone hand painted Lune. She was literally born from her parents. Obviously, someone had to, generations and generations prior, someone had to paint the people to start the life, but then they were, you know, living life on their own. Remember how Maelle went inside the canvas and Clea telling her that she'll be revived as one of Aline's creations? They aren't just born. I took that to mean that that was, like, specifically because Alicia's not from this world. That's why that's what happened to her. But all the other people in the canvas are just born from, you know, the first painted people. You know. Well, the rules of the canvas are pretty undefined as of right now. Yeah, I was hoping that we'd get more understanding. That's one person, there's so many others who were born. Yeah, exactly. Who are the writers, bro? I really thought that we'd learn more about the writers. I thought we'd learn so much more at this point in Act 3. I guess not. Man, so many more questions. I do still have things to do in the game. Like, it's the Simon boss fight and stuff, but I don't think that's gonna answer my questions about the world outside of the canvas, unfortunately. I do Clea's area. I did the Flying Manor, which, you know, led to Clea and stuff. We did that yesterday. Which one did you pick first, ending-wise? I first chose Maelle's. And then we did Verso to see it, and I feel really torn between both. It's a fucking tough one. I still don't know what I think is the right choice. I gotta sit with it. They did say Renoir is erasing her oldest creation. To me, that implies she's creating the babies too. My interpretation of that, like just personally, is that, I mean, I guess like to equate it to like a real life, I don't know, tales of creation. Obviously, they had to paint the people at some point. I think of it as like, you know, they painted like the equivalent of like our biblical stories of like Adam and Eve, and they have kids, and then, you know, the family tree expands through generations, but it all traces back to their original creation from whoever painted those two. If that makes sense. So I feel like that's why he said that he erased her oldest creations. They shouldn't equate it to real life when painters can go and remove anyone they want at any time they want and bring them back anytime they want and even control them if they wanted to. I get what you mean. I feel like that's... everyone's gonna have a different... I mean, it's obviously not like real life, but I think everyone has their own opinion on if the lives within the canvas are, you know, like real living lives with like souls and stuff, and that's, you know, the word real, I feel like can be taken in a lot of different ways. It's a tough one. I mean, I feel like they're at odds with it in the story too, because there's a little snippet yesterday that Clea doesn't think that the lives in the canvas are real, like lives with souls, but Maelle does think that, and Verso, I feel like Verso seemed to think that, but I don't know. In the end, I don't know. So there's a lot of layers to it. I feel like there's a lot of ways to interpret many things and stuff. I still don't know how I fully feel about it. I gotta really think about it all. There's a new option on the flag. Is there? Oh, E+. I still have a bit more to do in this world. I don't even care about the people in the canvas. I just cared about Aline and Maelle avoiding grief. I wouldn't want my sister or my mom through any kind of grief. That's an interesting perspective, Rin. I was definitely not approaching it from that point. I kind of feel like that's like Verso's point though. Like that's why he wanted it to be erased, because he was thinking of his family, and he, instead of wanting to have them hold on to it, like I think that he wanted to kind of force them to let go, and Renoir wanted that too. Instead of being like trapped in like the loop of grief, I feel like that he wanted them to be able to actually move on from it. Imagine if the Descendre family's real world was created by the writers. Would their family not matter then? Yeah, you could, there could be, you can keep expanding the layers of different realities for sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm still not done forming my thoughts on it all. I only have my, like, initial first wave of reactions right now. There's a good chance I come back tomorrow changing my opinion and perspective on things as I sit with it more, too. Oh, what a game. Now that you finished the game, where does it rank? Literally one of the best games I've ever played. One of the best games I've ever played. I've never experienced a story like it. I feel like this is the kind of story that changes you as as a person. As you go through it. I'm scared that no other game is gonna fill the void left from finishing this game. Which, you know, is kind of a theme in this game about how sometimes you're left with voids and nothing's gonna fill it, but you still have to move on. It's kind of a major talking point during a lot of the parts of it. But God, this is one of the greatest stories I've ever experienced. I'm just starting New Game Plus, and people say the dialogue is insane once you know the whole story. I'm really looking forward to replaying the game and seeing things from like a whole different perspective now. And with the context of the whole story and all the twists. I'm excited. But I do think I'm gonna end the stream here because my face is so red and I feel like I need to sob. I feel like I need to go and just sob for a while and process it. But I'm really excited to come tomorrow and I'm really excited to give my final thoughts on it all as I kind of work them out. I think I have a lot of pondering to do still. Because even right now, I really don't know what I think is like the true right choice. I feel very torn with both. I do have to say, like, even though my initial reaction was to go with Maelle's choice and keeping the world alive, I feel like seeing both, I kind of lean more towards Verso's, even though, I don't know. I'm quite torn on it still. So, gotta mull it over. Wait, sorry. Scroll up in the chat. One of the questions I found interesting is people talking about Verso being a bad guy, like painted Verso. Painted Verso is good. He's also painted by Aline, so probably not accurate. I was wondering that too, about how like Verso, how accurate this version of Verso is, because it is, you're right, like the reflection of how his mom would have viewed him and who would view their own son as bad. I'm curious why people think Verso is a bad guy out like real Verso, not this painted version. I don't think I picked up on any hints on that, so I have to look out for that as I replay the game and think about it. Renoir recognized Painted Verso as one of Aline's finest works, which I think means he's very similar to real Verso. Yeah, but I feel like then again you could argue that's his dad, and again, like, what father would think they're, like, not think great things about their own kid? So, that's hard. I think a lot of things are so open to interpretation. I've seen a lot of people thinking Verso is a piece of shit. I've seen some people in the chat say that as well. I disagree with that personally. I think they expand on Verso, like painted Verso, obviously so incredibly well, to where you could really see and understand everything, even like the bad things he did. Like you can really understand it. People say Verso's bad mostly because he lies to the party. In my opinion, completely understandably. Yeah, I think it's so understandably. My interpretation wasn't that Verso was a bad guy at all. I mean, if someone lying makes them irredeemable, I feel like every one of us is irredeemable then, because I'm sure we've all lied in some context before in our lives and done things selfishly for our own benefit and things like that. Obviously, that's not equal to the way it was framed for Verso. It was a lot more weighted, but I don't know. I didn't interpret him as a bad guy at all. None of them are perfect people except Lune. That's true. Lune is perfection embodied. That's why she doesn't wear shoes. She's just so perfect in every way. Just dropping quickly from the last VOD on YouTube. I was looking for more as it was fun watching. I 100%ed the game and I'm doing New Game Plus. It feels so empty and at a loss. Can't even uninstall the game or don't want to. It feels/felt that good. I totally understand that feeling. I feel like that's how I'm gonna feel. As soon as I end my stream, I'm literally going downstairs PS5 and I'm restarting the game. Just, I just want to play it on the TV for the second playthrough by myself for fun. I'm very much not willing to let go of this story just yet. Oh. I think this is just the kind of story that sticks with you for probably for the rest of our lives. We'll think back to this story for a long, long time. But yeah, I'm gonna end my stream. I'm gonna go cry and really mull the ending over, but I will be live tomorrow. I don't know what we're gonna stream tomorrow. I might just stream like the final boss fights and stuff and we can talk over it, because I feel like there's still a lot more to be said and pondered about the ending. So I definitely would like to talk about it more tomorrow, after I have a chance to think it over a little bit. And then after that, I don't know what game we're gonna play next. Maybe we could all decide together tomorrow. But thank you guys for going through this journey with me. Thank you for not spoiling the game. I'm really grateful that no one spoiled any of the twists and stuff. I was a little wary of streaming certain parts of it because I was scared that someone would come in and say some insane spoiler, but no one did. I'm very thankful for that. Thank you for this amazing playthrough. Thank you for watching it, going through it with me. It's gosh, literally just one of the best games I've ever fucking played. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow and we'll, we could discuss it all, go over our final thoughts and everything. Really dissect the endings. And I hope you guys have a really good rest of your day. Sorry it was such a short stream. I thought, I didn't know how long Act 2 or Act 3 was gonna be. I think me being a little overpowered maybe made it shorter. It was short but sweet. It was pretty perfect. So I finished Expedition 33. I hope I can talk about the ending without crying about it, because it's been about 2 weeks since I finished the game and I've had time for the ending to, really digest. I've had time to think it over, but even still, it's been weeks and I still cry every time I think about the game deeply. So first, I just want to say the game was a masterpiece. It really was one of the greatest games I've ever played in my life. I've never experienced a story that was such a accurate depiction of grief before, and it was beautiful. It was heartbreaking and so sad, but it was really beautiful. And it really taught me a lot of things about myself, like throughout the whole story. For me, it really highlighted my inability to let go. Like I resonate with Aline a lot. I don't have kids, so I can't even begin to imagine what it would be like to lose a son, but just losing a loved one at all, I feel like I would be tempted to get lost in a world where I could kind of like bring back a version of them to life, and I would definitely lose myself in that 100%. Hopefully playing the game has helped me realize that that's not healthy, but that was my first instinct when I was going through the story. I was like, wow, I would do the exact same thing. I know I would. Just being honest. But with that in mind, that's one of the reasons why I had such a hard time coming to terms with which ending I felt was right in the moment. Very quickly after ending my stream and having a few minutes to like sit in silence and really think about the ending, I did very quickly realize that Verso's ending was truly the best and most satisfying one in my opinion. I think the story is a tragedy either way, but I did feel like his ending was the best. A big point of contention for me was that after the ending of Act 2, I compared the world in the painting to like our real life world. And I felt that if we found out that God was real and that our, like real life world, like Earth and our universe was just like a pocket of reality, and there existed a more sophisticated reality outside of ours with, gods and whatnot, I don't think that would devalue our world, and I would still feel like our human lives had value and meaning. And if that was all to just be erased and taken away, I'd be fucking pissed. So with that in mind, I did think personally that the people inside the canvas were real people with real souls and their own aspirations and lives with meaning. I've seen a lot of people in my chat say that the world within the canvas was the equivalent of like an AI chatbot or like a Sims save file. I disagree with that. I felt like they were real people with souls, but I know not everyone agrees. But with that in mind, that's why I was so torn between both endings, because it felt wrong to just erase that reality completely, because the people in Lumiere, they were just caught in the middle of this familial conflict and all they wanted is to live and exist, and it just didn't feel fair for them to not get that. But then, as you continue with Maelle's ending and you see Verso, he's about to play the piano and you just see the look on his face that is just filled with pain and resentment and just suffering. And then it made me think twice, and I was like, wow, this feels really wrong. And I feel like you could kind of argue that if you're sacrificing one person for the lives of many, but there's a lot of layers to it. It gets complicated when it is Verso's canvas, and there's a lot of layers to it. There's a lot of different angles you could come at the ending. I think that's what made this story so incredible, is that you really can empathize with every character. Another aspect of Maelle's ending was that Maelle, outside of the canvas as Alicia, she wasn't living a great life at that point. It hurt for her to speak because of the fire that she was in and her burn scars. Even outside of the physical pain she was enduring outside of the canvas just existing, her family outside of the canvas, although they love her, they did seem to hold a lot of resentment towards her for the fire and for Verso's death. And I think that Alicia/Maelle could feel that, and it was another reason why living outside of the canvas was so difficult for her. So it makes complete sense to me why she would want to stay within it, even selfishly enslaving Verso for that to happen. But ultimately, I think the reason her ending was so unsatisfying was because it was the ending where the characters don't learn anything from their experiences or the experiences from the people around them. In my opinion, like, Maelle watched her family get torn apart by her mother's inability to let go of Verso, and then even the versions of her family that Aline painted within the canvas, like Verso, the one that we knew throughout the story, was very clear about how he didn't want to be alive and that he was constantly suffering. And he never wanted this or asked for it. So there's a lot of pain that came from Aline's inability to let go. Then Maelle just repeated the same cycle with her inability to let go. I think for Maelle, it was her inability to let go of like the family that she had created for herself within the canvas, like with Gustave and Lune and Ciel and them. It wasn't exactly the same, but I thought it was the same cycle. She was still causing grief to her family outside of the canvas, and then to Verso, who was caught in the middle of Maelle's inner conflict. It just didn't feel right. It felt very unsatisfying. That was a really long way for me to say that I think Verso's ending was the best and most satisfying, although still really tragic because of all the lives that, in my opinion, were real lives with souls lost within the canvas. But it is the ending where the family does learn to let go of holding on to Verso's memory. Well, they let go of holding on to his memory in a way that's destructive and that hurts themselves and each other, and instead are able to still honor Verso's memory, like with the funeral, and come together as a family and move forward together as a family. This shot, I cry every time I think about this shot, so I hope I don't cry right now, but the shot of Renoir and Aline like finally together at the end, dude, it makes me cry every time I think about it. But it felt like such a meaningful scene because it's so sweet how they can come together to love and support each other despite everything that they had just gone through, like within the canvas and probably outside of it too, and all the conflict they faced against each other with Renoir and Aline. For them to come together and end like that, I was like, wow, that's love. And it was really sweet and meaningful, and I thought it was a really nice silver lining for such a tragic story to show that there is hope for families to overcome such difficult things that could happen. See, what a meaningful story can still make me cry so much, despite having finished it weeks ago, and I'm only just talking about it now and it gets me going. But yeah, I have a lot more thoughts about the story. I think there's just so many different angles you could analyze each ending with, and each character and their motivations. And again, I think a great story is when you could really see both sides and empathize with two very different characters with very different desires. That was like the main thing that I want to say about my thoughts about the ending that I couldn't say as it was happening on the stream because I couldn't stop crying. But I am really curious to hear other people's thoughts. I know not everyone agrees with me with the whole people within the canvas having souls. And that's okay. I think it's cool that there's different ways to interpret the story. That was just my interpretation. That's what I ran with. But anyone has any games to fill the void, let me know, because I'm looking. Thanks for watching. Thank you for listening to my final thoughts, even though I cried trying to get them across. I hope it still made sense. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed the game as much as I did.